Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Welcome back, friends. It's really good being here again to discuss and reason with you, my friends, who are watching my videos and who are, supporting. I have another good one for you today again. I have another good one for you today. And today we will be talking about what is a Christian family. What is a Christian family? And we are going to also look on the difference between a Christian family and a non-Christian family. You don't want to miss this beautiful reasoning, so stay and don't leave. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yes, so welcome back again, friends. Welcome back. As I said, the topic that we will be discussing and reasoning about today is what is a Christian family, and we also will be diving into the difference between a non-Christian family also, right? So let's go into the topic. All right, so I'm going to read something here. It says the difference. It says that a Christian family, right? A Christian family has consciously chosen to follow Jesus Christ. Now that's the first identification, right? In knowing that a family is a Christian, is that they are following Jesus Christ, right? And also they believe him to be the Son of God, right, and Lord of the universe, right? So they believe him to be the Son of God and Lord of the universe, right? So there are beliefs that they will profess, right, in you knowing that they are a Christian family, right? We are going to go a bit further. So it is not made up of perfect people. It is not immune to problems. It may face sickness, sadness, poverty, yes, and great needs, right? So the difference is that Christ is at work and honor in the home. No. Hear what it says? Not because it is a Christian family. They are not immune to sickness. They are not immune to sadness. Yeah? Poverty. Right? They are not immune to be people who are poverty and right, and of great needs. So let's look at it. So a lot of persons tend to think that because it's a Christian home, because it's a Christian family, there are people who never get sick, or there are people who never been sad, right? And that there are people who are not among the poverty, right? And there are people who don't have any needs. It's not so. It is not so, right? It is not so. So not because it's a Christian family, that don't mean they don't get sick. Of course they do get sick. A Christian family, they do get sick. Yes, and they do get sad at times also. Remember they are human beings. We are all human beings, right? Remember, we're all human beings. So not because they're a Christian family that makes them to be immortal, right? They are mortal just like any other people, right? They are normal people same way. So they do get sick and they do get sad, and they are also living amongst the poverty, right? They are poverty people as well, and they have great needs as well. So a lot of time person just set them apart and think that, you know, because you're from a Christian family, you don't understand these things or you can't relate. It's not so, my friends. It's not so, right? So a lot of person, they have that in their mind. They have that thinking about a Christian family, right? But it is not so, because we are all humans. But the difference is that they have Christ within the home, right? And it says that Christ is at work and is honored in that home, right? In the home. Christ is honored in the home in spite of the challenges, right? They have Christ to lean on. They have Christ working on their behalf. So that's the difference. They depend upon Christ. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. And remember, friends, when Christ was on earth, who are those people that he was associated with? Christ wasn't a rich man when he was walking earth 2,000 years ago. he came here on earth as a simple man, right? He lived amongst the poverty. He lived amongst the sick and the sad, right? So Christ experienced all of that, right? So being a Christian family, right, it doesn't mean that we are immune to all these things, right? Because we do experience these things. Maybe it is not severe as other non-Christian family, right? Because the Christian family would depend on Christ, would depend on prayer and depending on Christ's healing, right? So that's the difference, right? That's the difference. And yes, we do experience sadness, because at times you will feel sad, you know, about certain situations, you know what I mean? But the difference is that experience all of this. The difference is that a Christian family, they don't let it overcome them. You get what I'm saying? The difference is that a Christian family don't let these things get the better of them. The Christian family don't let these things overcome them, because they depend on Christ and they hand over all these things over to Christ for Christ to deal with it, right? That's the difference. Now, it says here that in this family, the home becomes a place in which Christ would be pleased to dwell. Now, a Christian family is a home, right? Will let them home be a home where Christ can dwell in, right? Because of their conduct, because of how they relate to each other, how they deal with their different problems, right? It set the home to be a home where Christ will love to stay and dwell in, because of their conduct, and because the home is, it says that it says that there is prayer, yeah, there is prayer and also forgiveness, right? Faith and joy, right? Let me repeat that. The home, it requires prayer, forgiveness, faith and joy, right? that home will possess these things, right? Prayer and forgiveness and faith and joy. So the home, it's a home that never leaves prayer out. Always praying, getting up, always having their family worship. Yeah, always praying together. It says that a family that stays together prays together. Yeah, so the Christian family will pray together, and they also will exercise forgiveness, no matter what the situation may be, right? Well, that is telling you that a Christian home can also have disagreements and have arguments, but it's how they go about doing it. Yeah, so you'll find it that forgiveness will always be among that set of family, right? Forgiveness, no matter what, you know, I mean, they would have done to each other, to, you know, they will always have forgiveness reigning within the family, right? And they will move on from that, right? They also exercise what? Faith, right? They also exercise faith, and faith is a very important part of being a follower of Jesus Christ. Faith, right? Faith, knowing that you pray about something and you just know that you have already will receive it, right? Not seeing it, but knowing that you already receive it. Such a faith, and that family will exercise that faith among them, right? Having faith, knowing that things will work out, knowing that Christ will come through for them, knowing that things will work out in its right time, right? Yes. So faith, being a part of a Christian family, is very essential. It's very, very, very important, right? Very, 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 very important. And also to have joy. Now, Christians is not a set of people who are sad people, or shouldn't be sad people, right? A Christian should be people of joy. When you go amongst them, you're supposed to feel that joy that would want you to be around them more and more and more, and want you to find out why are they so joyful, where they get that joy from, and that's how a Christian should be, where a person's supposed to see you with that joy on you, and even draw closer to you to want to find out why or what brings you such joy, and you'll be able to share your faith, right? So a Christian family, they will have joy, right? Always happy with each other, always having that love, that joy, being with each other, you know. And that's how a Christian family should be, right? So finally, right? Finally, the Christian family is part of the large Christian community, right? The church, right? So a Christian family is a part of a large community, which refers to the church family, right? So they will go to church and be a part of the church family as one, where they worship together and share that love and that joy and that, you know, with each other, right? So that's where now the family will go to express their love for Jesus together. They will worship together. So that is called the church family, right? The church family. Right? So that is the Christian family. That is the Christian family, right? Now, a non-Christian family, a non-Christian family would only acknowledge that there's a God, right? That acknowledge that there's a God, but a Christian family, they know God because they show it by their action, they express it, right? By their action, right? So they not only acknowledge that there's a God, but they pass the acknowledgement in knowing God. So that's the expressions of a Christian family, knowing God. Now, a non-Christian family would only acknowledge God, right? Acknowledge God, knowing that okay, there's a higher being, right? There's a God of this universe, right? But that is as far as it goes. They are only acknowledge, right? Only acknowledge. So they will just get up every day, I mean, do their normal routine, go about their daily business, go out and expect to come back in safely, and they don't really have a fellowship with each other in the home, right? I'm not saying that a non-Christian family don't pray. No, you do have non-Christian family who will carry out prayer, right? Who will carry out prayer before they step out, but that's just about it. They haven't given their life totally over to God, but they believe in acknowledging that there's a higher being, right? That's just about it. So they don't go all out to say, all right, giving their life and so that they can grow up their child to in a Christian home, right? A non-Christian family, they don't do that. But what a non-Christian family will also do, they will also, you know, if they have their kids, they will also send their kids with maybe the neighbor. They know that the neighbor go to church. They will sometimes send their children with them, right? And when it comes on to baptism, they don't want their kid to baptize. They will find excuse saying that they are too young and all these things and so forth. That's the difference between a non-Christian family. They will send their children to church with neighbors, right? But when it comes on to baptism, no, it's a problem. They will tell you that they don't ready and all these things, right? So they only acknowledge that there's a God, right? And just that's just about it. They also will pray, yes. They also will pray, and you know, whatever they will receive or whatever they will achieve, they will say that, you know, it is the Almighty who provide it. But at the same time, they still haven't totally hand over themselves to serving God. So it's just continually to be acknowledgement, right? So everything that they would receive, they say it is God who gave it to them. But at the same time, they don't give God their heart or turn over themselves totally to God, right? So that's the difference between a non-Christian, a non-Christian family and a Christian family, right? One give their life totally over to God, and the other only continue to just acknowledge and just that's just about it, right? That's just about it. But when you refer to sickness and sadness, they will share the same thing, but it's just that the Christian family will depend totally upon God, and knowing that they will be all right, and you know, they don't let their problems get the better of them. Now when the non-Christian family will curse and all these things, and you know, say, boy, why this thing is happening and all these things, and you know, if sickness take them away, they will find the mother woman or the mother or the Obia man or whoever, right, to seek help, right? So a non-Christian family will seek help towards man, but a Christian family will seek their help and their refuge towards God. So I leave it here, friends. I leave it here, and if you enjoy this reasoning, if you enjoy this reasoning, friends, I will ask you to share, right? Share it with someone who would want to listen this reason, and you know, remember to hit that notification bell, friends. And remember to like, subscribe, and share, right? And remember, friends, you can comment. You're free to comment you're free to comment on my topic and what I was reasoning about. And if you think that I missed out something, or if you don't even agree, you know, you can even post it in your comment and share with me, and we will talk about it. All right, friends, so hope that you enjoy this little reasoning with me, and join me next time again, where we will discuss something again that will help to edify and encourage a family, or you know, whoever need encouragement. All right, so keep it breezy, friends, and we will reason again on something that will be edifying.